Did your time at the Peace Corps play a role in this?
It might have made a contribution to it because I was a rural high school teacher in Western Kenya, and really enjoyed that. One of the things that, I was married then, one of the things that my wife and I discovered was we started making friends we lived among the Nandi. They don't live in villages, they live in homesteads because they all keep cattle. Cattle is very important, they're pastoralists. And we started inviting people to our house for Sunday, midday meal. And they'd show up all hours of the day and night after we invited them. So we were highly annoyed by that, particularly my wife, because she grew up in Haddonfield, New Jersey, I grew up in New York City. And we were both used to schedules and time. Time is a very important element of your life in an urban setting. It wasn't as important in the rural setting that we lived in. And then people began to reciprocate and invite us to different functions at their homes. And you'd leave early in the morning to walk to where they lived, to their home, if they were having some sort of celebration. And usually we were the guest of honor. And the main entree, or the main course that day, was still alive. It was great effort to show us that the goat that we were going to be eating, or the chickens we were going to eat, were still alive, and they would show them to us. And we began to realize that we were operating on a Western model of time, and here, the people we were interacting with are called the Nandi. And here among the Nandi, time is not so important as honoring the guests that you invited to your home. So we took a different attitude. If we invited somebody to the house, they said, we'll be ready for whenever you get there, day or night. Don't come Monday, because I have classes Monday. But yeah. So we began to relax, and one of the things I think, we both made a transition to recognize that people were not going to conform to our way of living. We had to conform to theirs.
Because you were the outsider.
We were the outsiders, yeah. Right. Teachers have high status in Kenya. They did. This is 69 and 70.
Right.
So we were of high status, but we still had to adapt to the lifestyle around us. And we didn't socialize with our students. The language of instruction was in English. But we socialized with most of the adults in the community we lived in outside of school. Yeah. So we had to adapt